All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, my God.
This will be taken very short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. 51. Here we go. 6-6. Pull it high. Fair, fair. Kill, kill, kill. Ready, ready.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Look at me. Score. Fight.
On second down, it's Taylor. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Taylor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. This one caught by Crowder. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. X3, 218, jump. You're out. Check safety, check safety. Big end, big end, big end. Check 50, check 50. Any weapon.
Second and 5. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Oh, my God, bro. This is not good, bro. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, my God, bro. Come on, man.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, get set. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On 1st and 10, Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Value free. Check next. Move your portion. Check 13. Hey, you gotta get moving, man.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Screen. Recon, 132 fighter. On your team now.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Protein spill. Hey, Echo. Mike 51. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Watch the ship. Leo.
On first down, Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Ready? 70, Indy. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full speed.
Now Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second down and inches. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, Alpha. 50 ready.
From the gun, Lawrence.
Oh my God!
Able to connect.
Oh my
Incomplete.
God, bro.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but
Wow.
it's going to bring up 4th down.
Wow.
That close
Wow.
on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting
Wow.
a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Oh my, what type of fucking pass is this, my nigga?
And it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson
Throw this
picks it,
controller,
and
bro.
they will
I want to
take
throw this
over
fucking
at the
controller. Come on, my nigga.
26-yard line.
Come on.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On first down, here's Breida. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Out of the gun, gone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Ready, break.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Look at this.
First
This
play
nigga
of
not
the
going.
drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Cut. 5. Hey, lock it. Rush in.
To throw again. Lawrence. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Yeah. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got 3 down. Kill. Out. Snap.
Here's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Got it. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. 3 bucks. Go. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, box drop. Mike 51. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey, high 7. Mike 51. You better be afraid of me.
On 4th down, Lawrence. That's complete right around the 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
6-6, bullet high. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, Delta. Twist. Hey, switch gears. Lead grip.
Back to throw. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fuck! What's wrong with me, dog?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen,
I should just kick it straight.
Feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
We won it. Come Cooper. Harbaugh. Hey, team 6.
set to throw. Gone. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Smooth. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. I hit it.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Oh my God,
And he's going to
bro.
go down. They sack him back at the 42. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I love it. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Zoo. 51 the mic, boy. 51. You got nothing. Ready?
The final shot before break. Lawrence. He finds Taylor. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Breida to get the third quarter started. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's crashing. He's checking. 80 weapon. Check it out. Check 24. Check 24.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky. You draw portal. Kill.
This is Breida. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The ball's a gain of 10 and Kansas City first down. From the red zone now, Gall. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 19-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run with Breida. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Gall. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Go. Greystone travel. Hey, wahoo!
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Oh, my
He's
God.
going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 3rd down, Lawrence looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. On second down now, it's Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. It's a party now. It's a party now. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey!
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
64, win. Hey, Alpha. Go.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Hey, Haywood. Tighten up. Check. Now. Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, exit. I'm coming after you. Look at me. Zipper. Check. Mike 51. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Leo. Buzz. Yep. The motion. 51's the mic. Bravo.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is no good. And just barely missing it wide to the right. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That would give DeBreda. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Come on, we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Matt Breida, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Let's go. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 51's the mic. I'm on. Go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Kansas City, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Seattle Seahawks. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but
that's a good-ass punt.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Topper.
Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, not a good opening there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Boy, the first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's second down. On the give here as they try the run-pass option. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. He'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here. Complete.
What am I doing, bro?
15 shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Why you flipping the plays, my nigga? Fuck! Fuck, nigga!
And that's their second charge.
Flipping the play with your gay ass.
They're down to 1 remaining. They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion.
Come on, TV, come on. Check three.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man.
I'm just gonna let this nigga do the same play on me again and again, bro.
An 11-yard touchdown.
Oh my God, bro.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I'm just
a nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off.
Oh my goodness, I gave this nigga something.
Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I should have kept that shit right there, nigga. Should have kept that shit right there. Should have kept that shit right there. I didn't even have to do that shit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time and led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. They can't hang with 3. Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Come on, D. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it and picked up by the Chargers. They were direct with us. They said last week his 3 fumbles. We want that to be an aberration. Another one right there, though.
And it's going to drive them crazy because we saw them coaching, and all they talked about is the 4 points of pressure when carrying the ball. Fingertips, forearms, biceps, sternum or chest, keeping it high and tight, and they're not getting that done.
All teams go over those points of pressure?
They go over them all the time, and sometimes it becomes 5 points of pressure when you bring the second arm in to cradle the football.
In for the score. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
12. Mariota. And that's complete to McCaffrey. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 10. Mike 10.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota and a catch made by Hopkins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Kill. Kill. Turn up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check Mike. Check one. It's our time. It's our time.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota.
Look at this nigga know everything. Jesus. That's crazy, my nigga.
45. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, that's 3
crazy.
picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
We're going 25 to Mike. What we got?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's
Can't run that nigga right because he got fucking enforcer on the fucking outside linebacker.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
These niggas is monsters.
Moving forward. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back near his goal line, Mariota. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
Oh, just get the fucking first.
Past the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
61. Matchbox, light. 10's the mic. Smoke. In your face. Mike 10. Mike 10. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Flush to his right. Open man.
Good shit, Adam boy.
Complete. That one good for 14 in the Seahawk first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. First down, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. I got it. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen.
Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It's going to be a long day. Switch. Shit. Where are they, team? Recon, 132 fight.
On 3rd down, Hendricks. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Three. Alpha. Kill. Motion. Hey, check.
They'll try and throw for it here. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Stop, bitch!
Not often do 4th down conversions result
Stack-ass
in
motherfucking team.
But that's the case here. First down.
Look at these niggas. These niggas beat everything.
The thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now from the 50. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Gotta go get 7, dog.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
One. Echo. Check Michael Allen. Oh, here we go. One. Switch gears.
To the air again. Mariota going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down.
He's coming, double up. No. Three. Go. Check Michael. One. Three bud. Kill. Hey, check.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Left tackle looking like he don't even know who to fucking block.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 26.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Oh, what's happening? Fucking flat.
First down, Chargers.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 36, 36.
To throw now on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Get in the weight room. Hey, watch it, watch it.
2nd and 5. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 10. One. I got you. Pop. Check. Fresno. One. Delta.
Mariota. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 10. One. Check girls. I've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. I got you, Charlie. 10's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 10.
Mariota now. It's complete to Hopkins. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Mariota now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Three. Exit.
soft one, deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
All day, every day, any day. Where are they, team? Three. Check. Lucky.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Sanders has got it complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now back to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Watch the safety cream. Check 31.
They'll try to get the running game going.
Oh, this nigga got enforcers everywhere.
Just a yard on the 1st down.
This nigga got enforcers everywhere, my nigga. Every fucking where. Jesus.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mariota. That's complete to the receiver field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Nigga got enforcers everywhere, my nigga. That's crazy.
Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota.
Oh, good shit, white boy. Get your ass out of bounds. All them enforcers coming, nigga. All them niggas is enforcers, dog. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy, my nigga. Yeah. I'm dealing too glitchy.
And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
second down. Mariota.
Should do it at X. Fuck!
Fourth time today. Picked up by John Johnson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Get the fumble. Get the fumble. Oh, my goodness, dog.
But a Chargers player was able to fall on it and then keep
this nigga.
A place like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
I ain't scoring no points.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
In a minute, in a minute, in a minute, in a minute, in a minute.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up in there.
Fuck!
Inside the 35. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, now 11 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Bullshit.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
McCaffrey. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Check 50. Check 50. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. And 25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time to make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Oh my God, I'm just fucking up, bro. Jesus.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to it. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Three. One. Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. I'm coming for you. You mine. Three. Tens of Mike.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
I cannot
Just
make this
nothing there.
up, dog. Jesus.
Times we've seen the interceptions, of course.
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The
Nigga
back
team
side
hype,
being
bro.
ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nigga team too hype.
Here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now he's got McCaffrey open, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, Mariota. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last shot now for Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on